the mid-1970s, the world's port-state regimes have worked together to ensure safety of life, protection of the maritime environment, and decent living and working conditions for seafarers. As part of its long-standing commitment to maritime safety, Canada has brought together ministers from around the globe to affirm their commitment to responsible and sustainable shipping. Ships engaged in international trade must comply with internationally accepted safety, security, and environmental standards. All parties involved have a duty to ensure this compliance. Port-state control has evolved into a globalized inspection program, now considered the ultimate safety net, as well as one of the most effective initiatives undertaken by governments around the world. Port-state control officers board and inspect foreign flag vessels that enter their country's ports to make sure they comply with international safety and environmental protection standards and provide decent working and living conditions for seafarers. Many organizations take part in creating a safe and environmentally sound maritime transportation system. Together, they form a circle of responsibility that ensures safe and environmentally responsible trade and compliance with mandatory international maritime instruments. The need for a harmonized port-state control regime was recognized in 1978 following the grounding of the crude tanker Amoco Cadiz near the French coast. Authorities were encouraged to develop memoranda of understanding that would help them share and recognize each other's inspections of foreign-flagged ships entering their ports. These agreements compel members to work together to minimize any threats to life, property, and the marine environment. Among these agreements, the Paris and Tokyo MOUs set the leadership standard for harmonizing port-state control. Each of the regimes aims to ensure the consistent application of international standards by developing policies to enhance the effectiveness of port-state control, establishing criteria for targeting vessels, creating and maintaining electronic ship inspection reporting procedures, evaluating detention and deficiency data, defining training needs for inspectors and establishing appropriate training programs, developing ship inspection procedures and guidelines for port-state control officers, promoting the exchange of inspectors for training purposes, and peer reviews between participating states. With advanced electronic monitoring, comprehensive inspector training programs, and extensive information sharing, port-state control is increasingly becoming more harmonized. With 200,000 miles of coastline and borders on 3 oceans, Canada, a member of the ParisMoU and a founding member of the Tokyo MOU, champions maritime safety. Canada played a pivotal role in harmonizing the Paris and Tokyo MOUs to encourage even greater collaboration for port-state control and promote the elimination of substandard shipping. Canada hosted a joint ministerial conference in March 1998, focused on taking interregional action to eliminate substandard shipping. In November 2004, Canada hosted the Second Joint Ministerial Conference, aiming to strengthen the circle of responsibility. The joint commitments made at these conferences have driven significant progress in developing systems and procedures that identify and detain substandard ships. Everything from creating and updating maritime conventions to recruiting port-state control officers, developing inspection guidelines, and effecting a shift from performance to risk-based inspections. Even with these advances, maritime incidents resulting in loss of life, damage to property, and harm to marine environments are still a reality. Until all flag states, vessel owners, operators, and charters recognize their responsibilities, risks remain. The Third Joint Ministerial Conference recognizes this reality and reaffirms members' commitment to safeguarding responsible and sustainable shipping, as part of a joint effort to enhance safety, environmental protection, and the working and living conditions of seafarers. Every member will work collectively to improve the safety, security, and sustainability of the shipping industry, strengthen compliance with IMO and ILO standards, make resources available to maintain a competent and effective and adequately funded national maritime infrastructure, and more. Above all, signatories to the 2017 Declaration reiterate their commitment to eliminate substandard shipping, protect the global marine environment, and safeguard working and living conditions for all seafarers. With an increasingly globalized approach to port state control, we can all work together to ensure safety and sustainability from port to port.